This was a very interesting week where the Senate got something done. Finally, they decided to come together and pass some very necessary legislation about dress codes. That's right. It was all in the wake of Senator Chuck Schumer saying, you know what, we don't need to do dress codes anymore. In part because one of the newest senators, John Fetterman, he just looks better in a big old hoodie and shorts. Also, he's dealing with a ton of depression following a stroke that has impaired his ability to speak and process words. Even though he's still like amazing and kind of crushing it and dunking on all the Republicans as he does. So they momentarily did away with the dress code, and then a bunch of Republicans got together and freaked out. Yes, lawmakers voted unanimously last week to codify a business casual dress code for the Senate floor, just days after one of its leaders sought to do away with it altogether. 46 Republican senators sent a letter to Schumer demanding he reverse the change, writing, "The world watches us on that floor, and we must protect the sanctity of that place at all costs. Did I mention many of us did not validate the results of the 2020 election on these floors?" And a QAnon shaman sweat all over the dais. But anyway, I digress. Then Joe Manchin, of course, and Utah Republican Mitt Romney introduced a resolution that would formally instate the enforceable dress code for the Senate floor. And of course, John Marco, it always has to have a cute little name. Which is
that's so lame. The shorts show our respect to the Senate. And then they have the two letters in show count as the first of the acronym. You have failed the acronym. That is so lame. Every time I see that, I'm like, you didn't do it then. That's literally like, they wrote that. They're like, okay, let's see what else we can come up with. And then they had to go back to shorts. What losers. Losers. God. I can't stand this shit.
Well, but look, they're getting, let's applaud when they do something. And Fetterman said, yeah, okay, fine, I'll wear a suit. And then he called on his colleagues to channel their energy into important issues like the impending government shutdown or corruption charges against Democratic Senator Bob Menendez. But what was he wearing?
Yeah, and Bob Menendez, he's probably was like, I need a suit. I need all those pockets to put the gold bars in. I mean, you can't, these shorts will fall with the gold bar. They're not tight enough in the waist.
There's no drawstring tight enough when you're hiding all your cash that you got from the Egyptian government. Very difficult.
I feel conflicted about it. I completely having nothing. I do understand that, but I think they all look like shit, number one. Number two, the dress code that they came up with only has codes for men, which I think goes to show that they're not planning to have too many more ladies come through their doors.
And also no more women. They snuck that in.
So I hate it. I hate it so much. But at the same time, like, I think it's good. Fetterman was like, fine, fuck it, whatever. But I do think it's insane. I do think it's insane. They all look ugly as shit. Their suits look like crap. Their ties look like crap. They should all be something more unique. I'd rather have like robes. Make them wear some big stupid robes.
Make it real culty.
Yeah, but like they all have to do it because I think
like a little Kathy robe or something.
I think there should be room that if Fetterman, decided putting on a dress made him happy, that he could wear a dress. I don't like that. I don't like the codification of suits because it's so gendered inherently, and that there's no code for women, I think is kind of bullshit.
Kirsten Sinema, there was a no sleeveless rule that Kirsten Sinema has been flaunting for a long time. There's also a no mini backpack and no purple wig rule, and no tutus rule. But
I'd rather a no Kirsten Sinema rule. That would be nice for me.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
I don't. How do you really feel about what it should be? Because Fetterman sometimes does look like shit. And yeah, I get he's depressed, but he was wearing that before too. I don't know if it's fair to tie it to that.
I think that here's what I think. I think business casual. What are we talking about? I think a jacket is nice. I'll say that. And I think Fetterman, if we're going full makeover here, I think we ditch the shorts and the hoodie, but we also ditch like the full suit. I think he looks a little weird in like a massive suit. It's just too much cloth, you know? But
Yeah.
I think some nice jeans, a white shirt with a sweater and like a jacket, you know, Bernie's rocked that a few times, talking like some like, you know, dusty blue tweed with like a little, yeah, I think Fetterman could really, but jeans are okay. I'll let him wear some comfortable shoes. I don't think we have to wear dress shoes. This is my like honest answer, but my joke answer is I think there should be like in Drag Race when, and I've only seen a few seasons. I know I'm terrible, but I know there's a few challenges where they're like, you have to go to like a dump like full of like behind a costume shop of a bunch of like different pieces of like, you know, like just like different fabrics and different foam and different, you know, discarded things and bits and bobs, and you have to put together a look. That's what I think the senators should do at the beginning of the week. Maybe not every day.
Should be in their whatever, you know, state they represent. They have to go to a dump at that place.
Yeah.
And really reflect
yes.
their
they have to go to the Goodwill. Yeah, and just put together a look. And it's gotta be fly. And then RuPaul can, you know, approve or disapprove. But they have to like sort of scrounge together. It shows their resourcefulness, working with what they have, not being big spenders. This is all important. I also am just like, why not just do casual Fridays the way every other workplace does?
Sure. They'd rather do insurrection Mondays, you know.
What day of the week was Jan 6 on? I think it was Wednesday.
Was it a Wednesday?
I'm almost positive it was a Wednesday. Insurrection Wednesdays.
Taco Tuesdays, Insurrection Wednesdays.
What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.